Children wield the storm, Gila's rage, Selisa's grief. Pyre's witness engulfed by heartbreak, Titan's betrayal, escape.
You got me pretty good with that sword. Should be worried about my buddy Gaz. You did take his shooting hand after that fight. I am sure he's gonna be pissed at you. Oh, these stim kits can only help so much. BT says we're about 2 days ahead of that Ronin. It's gonna be a tough ride.
Edith.
I think we can Edith?
My Titan's name was Edith. Been linked for almost 25 years. She was magnificent. Truly magnificent. Can only imagine that the IMC has already cleared her system.
I'm really sorry, Solis.
What is this sympathetic bullshit?
I'm sorry?
I'm your enemy. What even is all this?
We're in a dangerous situation. Both had to get out.
But why? You would have been better off if you'd left me back there. But instead you insisted on saving me.
What is forcing you to stay? Something tells me that if you felt truly irredeemable, you wouldn't be sitting here right now.
You know, I killed Sarah Briggs. You and her are the only reason I'm here.
I know you did. But even she believed in redemption. Even in the IMC.
You know, Cooper? And I get you. How can you have the audacity to try and sympathize with me when you mislead your own people?
What do you mean?
We passed through a colony of women, children, and elderly who said that you came and persuaded the men to leave their homes, take up arms, and follow you, leaving them defenseless, save but a 17-year-old boy.
Those men did not abandon their homes. They chose to go to the front lines to protect them.
But they couldn't protect them. They were left weak.
And by whose hand did they fall? Nobody on the frontier wants this war. What happened a century ago doesn't define the people who live here now. Core worlds never wanted to share resources. They only wanted to take them. And now leaving our homes might be our only option.
It is your only option. The IMC has these harvesters. Enormous harvesters. The core worlds have been dying for decades now, and they're going to harvest the life force of the frontier planets. I was assured that it would be done ethically with minimal destruction. Can't believe that's the truth anymore.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
How do we save the people of the frontier?
Pania. It's where everyone in Malkaya is retreating to. Large colony with enough ships for us to evacuate to the outlands. Every planet on the frontier has an escape like this. After Typhon, we knew the IMC was going to strike back. We had to weaken them just enough to make this jump and escape the IMC's grasp.
Is Pania where we're headed?
No, I couldn't risk leading the IMC to Pania. And I needed to know I can trust you.
You knew you wouldn't make it, didn't you?
The people of the frontier needed every last second to escape. Some of us knew that we were gonna never make it off these planets. Why do you want to help the frontier?
25 years, I believed I was fighting for the just side of this war. Maybe at one point I was. The people here, the people living on Malkaya, have been met with cruelty. The war has been eroding on my soul for years. But now, I can't atone for my sins, but if I can even change the course, save innocent lives, that is my reason. I've chosen a side. I intend on being on the right side of history.
You should probably get some rest. I'll have to leave in a couple of hours.
It has been a pleasure getting to know you again, Cooper.
Same to you, buddy. You're up. This should buy you both some time.
Wait, what do you mean?
We all know I'm not gonna make it.
Pilot Cooper's critical wounds are deteriorating his body at an increased rate. The nanites in his bloodstream will only keep him functioning for a short amount of time. It is estimated that Pilot Jack Cooper will expire in approximately 4 hours. If he moves quickly, he can buy us 14 to 21 days.
Us?
It's okay. Trust me.
Solik Sarathusa, it is time to go.
Go get him, BT.
Goodbye, Jack.
Have they tracked down the traitor yet?
We are close, sir. They've slowed down and the Ronin is continuing to gain on them.
How close are we to harvesting Mount Kaya?
Just a few more weeks to go before all the stabilizers are in place.
We cannot afford any more incidents, Pius. Are you prepared to take necessary action?
The traitor will be brought to justice, sir.
See to it.
Solis, just ahead is Pania. Allow me to introduce you at the gates. The citizens will not take well to an IMC pilot.
Understood. Did you ever get confirmation about Jack?
All transmissions with Pilot Jack Cooper were terminated when he exchanged your data chip inputs. His route would have led him and the Ronin towards another set of cliffs. I estimate that Cooper expired 8 to 14 hours ago.
I'm sorry you lost your pilot.
Jack Cooper was a remarkable individual.
How long were you both linked?
Cooper and I were linked 272 days ago on Typhon, after I lost my original pilot, Kai Lastimosa. Unfortunately, my memory of Lastimosa is gone.
What happened on Typhon, BT?
The IMC had developed the fold weapon from the alien arc reactor technology on Typhon. We intercepted intelligence that the weapon was intended to be used to destroy the planet Harmony in an attempt to make the frontier surrender. Commander Sarah Briggs ordered a full-scale attack to gather reconnaissance and destroy the fold weapon. The IMC was within moments of using the fold weapon, and the only way to stop them from firing was to destroy it with a reactor core in my old chassis.
Wow.
This was not the intelligence that the IMC provided to you?
Yeah, not quite.
This is BT-7274, requesting permission to enter the southeast gate of Pania.
Guys, Jack is back. Open it up.
Well, it's about time you two showed up. Gaz over here's been waiting to see if you found his hand.
Yeah, I was a bit heartbroken you didn't come back to get me.
Heartbroken is an understatement. He won't shut up about that night.
Members of the 6-4, I have a friendly pilot on board. Jack Cooper unfortunately did not make it.
Well, who is this friendly pilot?
Friendly by ass. She's the IMC pilot Jack was after.
Cooper never intended to harm her.
Stand down, Gaz. BT wouldn't have brought her here without cause. I say we hear them out.
My name is Celise. I'm a former G98 IMC pilot.
What? G98? I thought only Simulacrum pilots could achieve that level.
I was an exception to the rule. I've heard impressive things about the 6-4. What are you doing at Pania?
We were brought in to provide a calming presence while refugees came through. Nothing too intense. I'm Juliet.
Tegan.
Still stings.
Gaz, I presume. Cooper told me you'd be pissed.
I hope I've met expectations.
What an asshole, am I right? Timor. Former Apex. I know what it's like to be on the other side.
I thought there were only 6 Apex Predators.
6 that you know of. Bliss recruited a number of us. I hated working with those whack jobs. I fell into the 6th about a year after I left that group.
Hey, so coming from the IMC, you probably have some intel, huh?
I do. Malkaya is in grave danger.
You think? IMC forces are posting up every few miles around that facility. Can't be good.
It's worse than you think. Hammond Robotics produced a harvester for the IMC. It's large enough to take the life force out of an entire planet. Those outposts are stabilizer points.
We had a feeling those were bad news. We hit a few of those outposts.
Those stabilizers make for quite a light show when they're unstable.
You must be the ones kicking the hornet's nest. My boss hates you guys.
Sounds like a compliment.
How long until the harvester is operational?
Week, maybe 2 if you're lucky. I recommend Pena begin harvesting what it can.
Way ahead of you, sister.
You're already harvesting, Malkaya?
We've been counting on an evac since we got here. Started a mass harvest about 3 weeks ago, and we have the best in the business defending that operation.
Well, that certainly puts us a couple of steps ahead. Who's defending it?
Oh, a couple of idiots. Named Davis and Draws.
They're former 6-4. Harvesters are a steadier paycheck than contracts.
Can't believe Gates still allows those double-dealing bastards to use our resources.
Hey. 6'4" evermore. You know, your complaints don't make things better.
Seems like you each have your opinion on these guys.
They've got good hearts, lesser brains, so let's not overlook the obvious. What happened to Cooper?
Are you all right?
So, Jack, what happened?
He misled the IMC's eyes away from Pena. BT and I were able to escape thanks to Jack.
Why would he send an IMC pilot in his stead?
Because she's the one that killed him! I saw you slice him open.
Solis acted in accordance to her well-intended instincts. Trooper endangered her subordinate and she took action to protect that individual. Jack Cooper made the conscious decision to make Solis my acting pilot and distract the IMC from our location.
He was truly the hero that you all believed him to be.
If Cooper could trust you, then so can we. Come with us.
Tango 1 is down. The Traitor and Vanguard Titan are not within the local proximity. Resetting investigation protocol.
Jack Cooper is confirmed dead. There is no sign of the other 2 targets.
Cooper was only a decoy. Set the Ronin's course back to 55 kilometers on the tracking data. Wherever their pace changed is likely where they split up.
Affirmative, sir. Sending coordinates now.
Do we have an update on the Harvester setup?
The stabilizer points are finishing construction. Most of the planet's residents are in retreat, sir. We are encountering less resistance daily.
Very good. We shall soon restore the health of the core worlds. You cannot hide here.
Who is she?
Tegan, I didn't realize you were up.
I am supposed to take watch in about an hour. I saw you go down this way. She's cute. What's her name?
Her name was Gila, a student of mine.
You've talked about her in your sleep before. What happened to her?
I don't really want to get into that.
Well, who was she? How did she live?
Vibrant, energetic, and you couldn't help but smile when she was around. You honestly remind me a lot of her.
She must have been awesome then.
She was. She was indeed. Miss her. I wish we'd never come here.
When did the war break you?
Pardon?
Well, after listening to your stories over the last couple weeks, all the things you've accomplished, you've been fighting in this war for longer than I have been alive. It wasn't until now that you decided to change sides?
I believe it's been wearing down on me for years. The intention of the IMC, the missions we pursued, the action we took was all to protect and defend our homes. Somewhere along the way, that changed. What was once ethical is now desperate and cruel. I chose to be blind to it, but it seems to have caught up with me.
What did Gila believe?
She grew up on the brutal side of the war. Saving the core worlds was all that mattered to her.
Well, from her perspective, that seems quite noble.
It was. She was a martyr to the cause.
Isn't it unfortunate? I mean, it sounds like in another life, Gil and I would be friends maybe, but this war, the way the Frontier perceives the IMC and the IMC sees us, I don't know, I've always dreamt of liberating the Frontier. She dreamt of saving the core worlds. But what we are told, how do we know which side is the right one? There will always be evil and human error, but I just don't know.
Never give up your spirit, kid.
Did you give up yours?
Felice, you need to come to the southeast gate now.
IMC, Titan approaching. Arm the wall sentries. Got a couple.
Solis Arethusa. You are a wanted fugitive from the IMC for the murder of Gila Casanova. The recompense for your crimes is death.
Exit the fortress now, alone.
IMC fleet won't be far behind. We need to start the evacuation now.
Holding position. Disarm sentries.
BT, be ready.
Affirmative, pilot.
I'm here, Pyrus. Do what you want with me, but leave these people be.
Harboring an IMC criminal is also a crime.
Punishable by death. We detect a large energy signal from this location. Based on the intelligence you were given.
It seems as though you advised this colony to harvest IMC resources, whether it is by surrender or force.
The IMC will be reclaiming that harvested energy.
Then kill me and take it. You continue to meet my weak expectations for you, Pyrus. Now, BT. BT, get her cockpit open. Goodbye, old girl. The battle's coming. How's the evac?
The colony knows, but we still need to buy time.
Boarding 75,000 people isn't going to be quick.
Make certain all the wall sentries are armed. Get down here as soon as possible.
Will do.
You get to hold them off for a minute.
Gladly.
Analysis. Hostiles approaching on foot. I recommend a set of attack. The sentries will thin out the remaining hostiles.
They're gonna send in the Reapers with ticks next. They get past us, they'll overrun Pania. Your damage lake will put us at a disadvantage.
What is your recommendation, Highlight?
Do you have an electrical smoke ordnance?
On standby.
The exposed reactors on the Stalkers are our best bet. I'll get in close and draw them towards the center. Once the Spectres and Stalkers are bunched up, launch the smoke to their center. I'll ignite it, and the energy will have a larger charge radius.
A probable strategy, pilot. Take this. Trooper kept this for emergency use.
I'd say this constitutes an emergency. See you in a bit.
Good luck, Sleaze. Hostiles within the blast radius. I recommend acting now.
Do it, BT! Don't celebrate yet. It was just the first wave. Reapers will be coming next.
Sleaze, it seems as though the IMC has a much larger fighting force than anticipated.
Yeah, I can see that.
You all ready for chills, thrills, and kills? Must you say that every time, Davis?
Oh, sure do. Never know which time will be your last.
Team, you're the last line of defense for Pinia. We will circle back once the evac ships are ready for a deep space jump. Good luck.
Oh, and one more thing.
Did you really just throw that?
Don't relax, Droz. Hey, newbie, that's a nuclear battery. Cooked it up myself. Put it in the battery port of an enemy Titan for some extra spice. Just make sure you ride the pilot's ejection seat up, or you'll be toast.
Encouraging, Davis. Stay alive, team. Your Titans will be ready shortly.
Pilot, I recommend a fastball.
Couldn't agree more. Team, stay back until the blast dissipates. It'll make a sizable dent.
Sounds good. We'll get in close and call in our Titans on the enemy.
Sounds perfect.
Sleaze, there is a Legion Titan whose core would yield a 44% damage radius. However, it is approximately 274 meters away. You will need to use your jump kit to reach them.
Heard, BT.
Have a safe flight.
God, you bastards!
Here you go, big guy.
No chicks. Hey! They're deploying the ticks towards the colony!
BT, throw me onto that ridge, now!
Any word on our Titans?
They're loading up now.
You guys are still alive? We really do hire the best.
They hired us, Davis.
Oh, same difference. You pilots ready for 86 tons of...
Yeah, you fucking idiots!
Language, guys.
Stand by for Titanfall, pilots.
What's your status?
We're okay. The ticks got to one of the harvesting fields.
Copy that. Check the others.
Will do. Keep the IMC at bay.
Roger. We can hold them. Davis, Roth, we need to evacuate now.
Copy that, Chief. We are 97% loaded.
Hang tight. We'll come get y'all soon.
Stay back, guys. I've got something.
Laser core online. Fuck him up, Tegan.
It seems as though the harvesters were moved. It looks like they're in an airfield behind the base.
Send in a tone to investigate.
We need to get that harvester to the battlegrounds.
Have your time to load up. We can drop it off. We don't keep the broken ones anyways.
We're leaving now, team. Stand by for LZ. Concentrate power on that harvester.
Whoa! Add that to the list, need to have weapons. Come on, everyone hustle.
BT, take Tegan to the ship and get me to that enemy Titan.
Celeste, what are you doing?
Go save the frontier, kid.
The probability of success in this battle is unlikely.
It's a calculated risk.
It's been an honor, Pilot.
Likewise, BT.
Why did you do this, Elise? You turned on me. You turned on the core worlds. You turned on Gila. Was any of this real? Were we real? I did everything for you. I stuck my neck out time and time again. And yet, here we are. At the end of this war. At the end of ourselves. At the end of us. Goodbye, Solis. Let's move out. Take nothing from this cursed land.
amazing what the stim kit will do to keep the cells alive when the major organs aren't functioning. My condolences, love, but we've got a trip to the outlands. The galaxy isn't done with your talents just yet. We were in it!